Welcome to episode 175 of the 2 Minute Warning. Today I'm looking at Thursday Night Football's matchup, Week 14 in the NFL, Los Angeles Rams versus the New England Patriots, and who I think will win, what will happen in this matchup, and so on. Jared Goff, I don't want to say is underperforming this year, but he has definitely had a few mishaps throughout the season, turning over the ball a little too much, but he's also had his upsides, performing great, keeping the ball in the offense's hands, not turning over, getting a touchdown when needed. He's definitely gone toe-to-toe with the better teams in the league. With Tom Brady, he's beaten them on Thursday Night Football. They lost to the Buffalo Bills on a bad call. So Jared Goff and the Rams are actually leading the NFC West. So they're clearly a great team in the NFL, and I believe the third seed in the AFC. They're going to be a playoff team, and this isn't a team Bill Belichick and the Patriots really want to face. However, it's happening, and Cam Newton is definitely underperforming this year all around. Cam Newton has several games under 100 yards and several picks. Within those games, he has less passing touchdowns than he has wins. However, you, of course, have the X factor of Bill Belichick. I don't care who the Patriots playing, who's on the Patriots roster. As long as you have Bill Belichick, you always need to be worried that the Patriots could beat anyone at any time. It's weird. The Patriots, in my opinion, are just 2 weeks of Cam Newton not having COVID to being a playoff team where they went 0-2 without Cam. Because they've beaten the Cardinals, the Ravens, who are both, they might miss the playoffs, but we both know those teams have the rosters to be playoff teams, but then lost to questionable teams such as the Broncos, almost losing to the Jets. It's just weird how the Patriots have played this year. They beat the Chargers 45-0 in Week 13 in the NFL. Yet Cam Newton had 69 passing yards. How do you put up 45 points and have 69 passing yards? That doesn't even make sense. And it all comes down to Bill Belichick. No matter how good I think the Rams are, having arguably the best defense of the league, a solid quarterback. I'm not going to overrate him, underrate him. He's just solid. I'm going to leave it at that. He's not exponential by any means, and he's not dog shit by any means. A above-average backfield and a great receiving core. And like I said, Sean McVay being an amazing coach as well. Maybe not Bill Belichick par per se, but as soon as Bill Belichick retires as the greatest coach in the NFL, Sean McVay might become the greatest coach in the NFL. I wouldn't be surprised by that by any means. However, Sean McVay is not there yet, and I think Bill Belichick has got something up his sleeve. I don't know if he could pull off a win just because of how bad Cam has been playing with the picks here and there, having no passing yards, no passing touchdowns. He has a shit ton of rushing touchdowns. I'll give that to him, but we've seen this with Lamar Jackson. We've seen this with Kyler Murray. Rushing and running the football can only get you so far for so long, and it's not going to beat the best defense in the league, arguably, if not top three. It just depends who you ask. So for this game, yes, I'm going to roll with the Los Angeles Rams. And I don't think it'll be a blowout game for the Rams. I think they'll be dominant for the most of the game, but Bill Belichick, even with this terrible roster, hasn't really got blown out once this year. Even with Cam Newton playing like dog shit, he hasn't got blown out once this year. He's always in contention. He always makes the game competitive. It's always worth watching the Patriots play. There's never a game with Bill Belichick you're like, oh, turn the TV off, it's going to be a boring game. No, because he always makes it close no matter who he's facing and who he has. So due to that fact, I think it'll be a great game, like I said, and I wouldn't be surprised if come Thursday night that the Patriots pulled off an upset and beat them just because of Bill Belichick. I have a lot of faith in him and Cam Newton, him being able to get Cam Newton to keep the ball on their side of the field and not turn it over to the defense. However, I just think the Rams outrank them in everything between rushing, passing, receiving, the defense all around, coaching staff. Even though Bill Belichick's better than Sean McVay, it really is not that far. But just overall, due to that, I got the Rams winning in a semi-close game, 30-24. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if come Thursday night, Cam Newton and Patriots pull off a small upset in a very close game. 2 Minute Warning.